Welcome back to The Walking Dead. I am unsure as to who we are following in this episode. Is that Gabriel? I see Aaron. Yep, okay, so we're following Gabriel and Aaron. I'm cool with that. As you know, I don't watch the trailers for most shows that I watch. Keeps it, a little more fresh. Oh no, not the grasshopper. That's a pretty stylistic way of doing that. Just look at the flowers, you'll be fine. Ugh. That's kind of cool though. That's ew. I just said it was kind of cool. Don't do that. But in the comics, there were always like walkers that looked like they were dead, but they're basically just asleep. So that's kind of cool. You don't normally see that on the show. That's actually really smart though. Like a bunch of tall grass, don't want to accidentally step on any, so just make a bunch of noise, get them all to come to you. Solid tactic. Or I suppose, get them to go away from you. Oh, it's a horse. I was like, what kind of bones are those? Hello, friend.
I want to search them.
Come on, be a little optimistic. You never know. You might find something. I'm judging by the way they're just kind of flashing through it, I don't think they're gonna find anything. Great. There they are. Gross. More arms to chop off. Hello. Someone's eager. Ew. Ew. You only got the skin. It's so gross. Well, I might as well put that one out of its misery. Was that also a child? I mean, you guys could take the wood and use that to build up something in Alexandria. I don't know. Just trying to be optimistic here, goddammit. There's got to be something somewhere.
I can't.
Come on,
We've
just
got to see this through.
yeah, just one more.
We don't. I miss my daughter.
Just one more place, Aaron.
I know
Come
you
on.
miss yours too.
One more.
Thank you. Damn, it is muddy as hell wherever they are. Oh shit! that kind of scared me. Yeah, don't laugh. Help. To be fair, the mud's got to smell better than the guts. Oh, don't even act like that's a whole bunch of mud. Like, he is coated in it. You're fine. Ah, shit, the map. And it's raining. Great. Looks like I washed some of the mud off. So that's good. Give it a shot. No, seems like it's alright. Probably isn't, but can always pick up some knickknacks for home. No, and look at that. A bunch of Bibles with pages torn out. Paper to burn, I guess. Oh, did you find something? What'd you get? Aaron, be very careful.
My name is Aaron.
What, is it gonna be just like an animal? What's going on? Is it a walker? What the fuck?
He just
Oh,
came at me.
it was a boar. You're lucky you were able to kill that thing. Boars are actually really dangerous.
That was quite the scream.
These things are vicious.
Clearly.
They are, though.
Hence, scream.
What, you got your laughs because he fell in the mud? Let him get some laughs.
Are you through?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
Dinner.
True that.
And
Let's eat some pork.
drink.
Ooh, so that's what you found.
Hey.
Oh, I'm so hungry right now.
Remember
Oh
these?
my gosh.
It's perfection.
Oh.
It's rare.
The fact that people would pay that much to get drunk is a huge part of what was wrong with the world.
I
The point
agree.
isn't to get drunk. You take the cup to your nose and sniff.
Oh my gosh. Gabriel, you're one of those people. I'll never understand connoisseurs. I really won't. Something tells me they're going to finish that whole bottle. I would not bet my whiskey, man. Nothing. He's got nothing.
He died of cancer. He was on his freshman year at college and he died.
That's really sad.
Later he tells me that real ministering isn't preaching from a pulpit. It's talking to people one-on-one.
I actually
on
really
their own
love that.
terms.
I agree.
Just relate.
That was actually really beautiful.
No, you do. I'm gonna be mad at you if you don't. Finding people to bring to Alexandria was right.
To be fair, that is how you got
We
the
haven't done
wolves
that for a
brought
long
into the whole picture, but we don't talk about that.
Evil people aren't the exception to the rule. They are the rule.
You sure about that?
Where are you going?
To piss.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling something bad is gonna happen. Now they're separated from each other. Things have been going pretty well. This episode is like really heavily stylized. I'm really enjoying it so far. What is that? Oh, okay. That's creepy. How do you have a gun too? No way. No way is that. Oh my god. It's the Terminator. Or a Terminator. Never thought I'd see you on this show.
Just say no harm to you.
Fuck. And of course, this guy has a gun and they don't. Oh, shit. You just wasted a bunch of bullets. What the fuck's wrong with you? Scared the shit out of
You
me.
think he made it? He's in there.
Oh, wow.
Probably for the same reason you keep all those Bibles. Forgiveness.
Toilet paper.
You use it for toilet paper?
Evil people aren't the exception to the rule.
You've been watching this whole time, dude. Highly doubt either of them will die. But how do you get out of it? Oh, that's a major continuity error right there. He's still got the gag in. How do you have all these bullets, dude? Oh, so we're gonna play a little Russian roulette? Well, the first shot won't work, but it looks like the second one
You
will.
got a choice. We're a man sitting across from you.
Oh, they did this in an episode of Heroes
There
once.
goes.
Okay, well, based on what we saw in the last shot, that shot will kill you, but I don't think it's going to. But if that's true, that's kind of another continuity error.
Grab the arm.
Got crushed by a tree.
It was crushed. Who blinded you?
Himself, technically.
It was an infection.
Now.
Neither of them are going to point it at the other person. Like, they're just not going to.
Family. Was that supposed to mean something?
Kinda.
You want to hear about? He comes at me with a knife.
Well, good for you. Your family's a piece of shit. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
No answers. No grand design.
True.
What about Gracie?
Wow, you even know about their daughters.
See her again, don't you?
Piece of shit.
And if you punish others for his sins, then you're no better than him.
True. Gabriel just speaking
And
truth.
We weren't always like this. If you'll let us.
Nah, I don't really want this guy at Alexandria. Gabriel, you're not tied down. Maybe just, like, mollywop this dude.
My name is Maze.
Oh! That surprised the fuck out of me. I'm glad you did it, though. I am glad you did it. Sorry. Aaron, I'm with Gabriel in this one. Like, there are good people out there, for sure. But that dude, no. Hey, you guys got 2 guns now. Oh, holy shit. Wait, is that still him? Holy shit, yeah, it's a really good thing they killed him. And is that like his twin brother or something? What the hell? I swear that's still the same actor. Oh, come on, man.
Hey, drop it!
We're just about to free you.
We just want to help you.
Please don't kill yourself.
Get you out of here.
Just don't kill yourself. We need the bullets,
Come
man.
with us.
Don't. Please don't.
No, wait!
Well, shit. And the fact that those bodies are there means he had to watch them, like, rot away right in front of him. Like, holy shit. But hey, we got some food. And some bullets. Oh, so he was a twin. Okay. Is that the end? That was a really good episode, actually. I think I like that the best out of the 3 that have come out with the extra 6. A pretty damn solid episode. I actually really enjoyed that. And the overall theme of the episode, you know, is humanity inherently evil or not? I found to actually be a pretty compelling topic of discussion in this episode. Like, it's been done before on the show, but it's always, in my opinion, a very interesting thing to discuss. And I think it's pretty interesting that Gabriel is the one leaning more towards evil being the rule as opposed to the exception. By the end of the episode, to be honest, I couldn't really tell if he still believed that or not. If I had to go off of what we saw in the episode, I would say he probably does still feel like people are more inherently evil than not, and was simply saying what he thought would get the two of them out of that situation. Because as soon as they were out of it, he did not hesitate to kill that dude. And there is some semblance of truth in the fact that when you're drunk, you say things that I wouldn't necessarily say are true, but at the very least, things you wouldn't normally be willing to admit. That being said, he still very clearly wanted to save the guy at the end. But that being said, that guy did shoot and kill his child and his wife to save himself, or at least that's what I gathered from that ending scene. 'Cause he said he made him play the game with them, and they're both dead and he's not, so I'm thinking he chose to kill them and keep himself alive, which I'm sure is why his brother adamantly was like, no, there are no good people out there. Like, I watched my brother kill his own family to save himself, which is really fucked up when you really think about it. Like, there were a lot of things in this episode that were profoundly fucked up. And I gotta say, I like when the show goes for a bit darker of a message. There are definitely some episodes on this show where they're like, humanity prevails, everything is, peaches and rainbows. And those moments can be compelling as well, but I do like when the show really pushes the characters to emotional extremes, just because of how unbelievably unfair or evil the world is around them. And even though this episode, once again, did not push the plot forward, as I expect none of these episodes to do, I found it very entertaining. I enjoyed the conversation pieces that were in it, the dark imagery, and if I'm being honest, a decent amount of walkers and gore and a little bit of action. And once again, even though these episodes are not pushing any kind of overarching plot forward, they're focusing on characters that I think are worth taking the time to look at just a little deeper. Like, Maggie's a character that a lot of people love, I myself do, and enjoyed seeing her reasons for not being around and all the things that came with that. Daryl and Carol are amazing characters who pretty much everybody loves, and I was glad to see an episode focus on them a little bit. And Aaron and Gabriel have really, really grown on me since they were introduced on the show, and I also was very happy to see them be the focus of this episode. I'm very curious to see who we're going to focus on next, because as far as big main characters that have been around for a long time at least, there's not a whole lot of them left. I suppose there's Rosita and Eugene, be like a Judith episode, and then obviously Negan, but I feel like if they're gonna do Negan, it's probably not gonna be the next episode. I would guess one of the last 2 of the 6 episodes that are coming out. Because as much as I hate Negan, the whole fan base seems to just go fucking gaga over the guy. So they're probably gonna save him for last. I enjoyed the comedy in this episode because, the show has had comedy happen before, but it's usually very rarely that you get to see a decent dose of comedy in a Walking Dead episode. But when Gabriel was laughing at him about the boar, and they were playing the poker game and everything, that was genuinely really funny, and I did enjoy that moment quite a lot. Tension of the whole Russian roulette scene was very good, but at the same time, I did not think either character was going to die, so that did kill the tension a little bit for me. To be honest, I highly doubt any main characters are going to die during these 6 episodes, so that automatically makes them a little less important or stakes-filled. And I will say there were 2 continuity errors in this episode that did actually really bother me. One being when he pulled the gag off of Aaron, and then in the next shot, it's clearly still there. And when he loaded the gun, the bullet was in the next chamber. When Gabriel first pulled back the hammer on the gun, that would have been the shot that would have fired. Those 2 moments, I'm like, come on, guys, You gotta be a little more on it than that. But also, continuity errors aren't like the worst thing in the world to happen to a show or a movie. Cinematography in this episode was actually spectacular. There were a couple shots that I really, really enjoyed. The long shot of Gabriel talking about his training and how he knows about whiskey and all that stuff. I loved that moment. I thought that was great. And also the shot showing them searching the cars, where it was just kind of showing the passage of time as they checked every single one of them. I thought that was very artistically done. I liked it quite a bit. Music in this episode was nothing like super spectacular in my opinion, but it was good. It suited each scene very well. In terms of acting, I definitely want to give it to Seth Gilliam. I think he did a pretty fantastic job throughout this episode. Like, he and the writers have really turned his character into a very interesting one that I don't think anyone expected to like so much. Because not only does he remain somewhat optimistic and hopeful while holding on to his faith, but he's also changed so much, and he has become a bit jaded. And seeing both of those qualities combined into one character is kind of rare, in my opinion. I feel like the typical route to go with his character would have been his faith is slowly lost as he becomes a more jaded and capable person. So to see that he's held on to both of those things, I think is very good, and he plays it really, really well. Editing and pacing was definitely slow, as, again, I'm sure all of these episodes are going to have a pretty slow pace. But there were some great little editing tricks in there that I did enjoy quite a bit. And when you're spending some time really getting to know certain characters, you got to take it slow, and it doesn't bother me at all. Overall, I'm going to give this episode an 8.7 out of 10. So far, it's my favorite out of the additional episodes that we've got. I really did enjoy the dark qualities of this episode on top of the comedy that we got. And I happen to really like both of these characters, so it was pretty damn solid. So I can't wait for the next episode. Have zero idea who they're going to focus on in the next one. But so far, none of the additional episodes have really disappointed me or anything, so I'm excited. And I will see you all there. And that's about it.